So let's talk about the finance industry in the Charlotte area. So starting with this industry snapshot, the first thing I want to highlight is the number of jobs that were available in this industry in 2020. You can see there were over 90,000 jobs posted in 2020 in this industry, and that's 70% above the national average. So as we all know, again, Charlotte's got a strong finance industry. It's one of those local industries where we've got a competitive advantage nationally. And so again, strong industry for us locally. And in even comparing this to 2019, despite the pandemic, the job postings in this industry went up almost 5% in 2020. And that's much higher than the national average of just over half a percent. So just to indicate the strength of this industry compared to it nationally, as well as our ongoing growth despite the pandemic. And then if you look at the average earnings per job, again, a great wage here at over $145,000, which is still higher than the national average. And so you can see we had over 4,000 companies in this industry with about 2,000 people unemployed last year. If we look at this industry for the Charlotte area compared to the state of North Carolina, you can see a lot of that growth over time has been driven by the Charlotte region. Charlotte represents roughly one third of all jobs, just a little bit more than that, of jobs in the finance industry across the entire state. Although we would expect that to consolidate a little bit again with that SunTrust BB&T merger with those jobs coming to Charlotte. We would expect that to consolidate even more in the future. And so you can see some of the top occupations. You can see customer service representatives. That's a top occupation across many industries in Charlotte. Loan officers. You can see financial sales agents. So those are some of the top occupations. And then here what we have is interesting is the breakdown of the industry by gender, race, ethnicity, and age. And so if you look at the industry gender breakdown, you'll see females represent 53%. That's slightly higher than the base rate for Mecklenburg County. It's about 52% female. And if we look at this industry age breakdown, you'll see it's roughly tracking with our overall county demographics. It is slightly older. And then if we go in and examine it by race and ethnicity, the last thing you'll see here is it's heavily white. Again, Mecklenburg County is about 45% white, and yet whites represent 65% of all workers in this industry. Underrepresentation by the Black or African American community, only 21% of the workers in this industry, but representing over 30% of Mecklenburg County. The Asian community, that's proportionate to the population share, so right around 6% there. And then again, the Hispanic or Latino community represents over 10% of the population here locally, but only 5% of the workers in this industry.